Welcome everyone back to another episode of the DET 158 Flying Bulls podcast, episode number 3. A little different today, rocking solo. Also, we've got a background for you guys today. We're going to be walking through a couple things. Thought it was better for everyone to take a look at what's going on the screen and have a little context to what I'm talking about rather than just me. But no special guest today, unfortunately. But next week, we're hopefully, fingers crossed, come back with somebody else, maybe a couple people. And hopefully some cadre down the line. Gotta create some topics for that. So we'll be sending out something for a Q&A. Keep a lookout for that. But let's hop right into the show today. We got some great topics to cover. First off, the Einstein challenge. I know it's something new that we've never done, and Cadet Light quickly talked about it at Lead Lab last week. For the GMC that don't know, the POC, Professional Officer Course cadets, we have a separate meeting every week after Lead Lab on Thursday. Starts at around 10 o'clock, but Cadet Beggs likes to give us a little leeway. Thank you, sir. Cadet Whitsett didn't give us much leeway. I'm just kidding. So between 10 o'clock and 10:10, we start the meeting. It takes about an hour, 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how much everybody talks. But we talk about everything that goes on behind the scenes. A lot of things that you guys don't see and things that maybe you don't know how they get organized. A lot of that happens at the POC meetings. It's a good place for everyone to get on the same page, all the POC, as well as cadre attend. So for the 200s, get ready to experience that next semester when you get back from field training. And it's a great time to kind of get your thoughts out into the wing or into the POC, out into the leadership, and let them know what you want to do and how you're going to do it. And it's for cadre to see as well. So it's a big opportunity for you guys. But Einstein Challenge, as you can see on the screen, Cadet Light sent out an email to go along with his briefing from Lead Lab about Einstein Challenge. It's a new thing we're doing this semester. I'm sure a lot of people remember Cadet Challenge from Warrior Challenge from last semester. We did 2 of them. And that was a great physical training test. But this is more of an academic test, right? If you're skinny like me, 94 on the FA, so don't hate on me too much. If you're skinny like me and you don't like, it's not that I don't like doing PT, but I'm not very good at it. This is a great opportunity to show your skills, right? I'm a business major, so I'm not going to do this either. But if you're a techie or if you're a STEM major, whatever you want to say, and you're academically inclined, then sign up, come out and try it. As you can see, there's 3 events. There's a written test, a board, and some practical skills testing. The board is a great way to get some practice for Cadet of the Month. For the GMC out there that want to get Cadet of the Month, if you want to get recognized for that, you have to also go up for a board. So that's a great way to do that. But this is a great opportunity. Cadet Light's been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes to get this organized. And here, I'll go ahead and click on the sign-up sheet to show you guys what it looks like. Again, he made it really easy for you guys to go on here, sign up, put your name in, and show up and do the test, right? No prize. You get an award for it. There's no prize per se. A lot of bragging rights, though. If you want to say you're the smartest GMC or POC, go for it. Not me. But yeah, this is what it'll look like. Again, hop on here. It's in Cadet Light's email. Go check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. I know some POC are going to help out with it and volunteer. I might. I'm not sure yet. But it's a great competition. It's a great time. Moving swiftly to AFA. Again, I've touched on it the past 2 weeks. I've been trying to make put a big emphasis behind it because it's a fantastic opportunity for ROTC cadets. And I did notice something. I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention. Where is it? This is the AFA website, by the way, if anyone wants to go check it out. And I'll get to the calendar they have on here as well. But first of all, in this picture, we have a couple of our old cadets that have graduated. I forgot their name. If they're listening, probably not, but if they are, I'm sorry. I think it's just these 2. Maybe it's all 4 of them, but for sure these 2 were in our detachment. I'm pretty sure they were. I'm going to get yelled at by some of the 400s, I think, for not knowing their names. But I thought that was pretty cool. But if you go to agenda here on the right, and we're showing up on March 3rd for Thursday, at least for the ROTC portion. Now, a lot of people have signed up to go both days, Thursday and Friday. But I'm only going on Thursday. I think most people are just going on Thursday. But they have an agenda here. And again, probably not morning coffee, eh? Not many coffee drinkers. If you do, I don't know, you're probably taking years off your life. But there's going to be some awesome speakers. Again, I touched on this one. I'm not sure if we're going to be here. I'm not sure what time we're getting here. We'll check on the logistics for that. Again, if anybody knows, we're driving from Tampa to Orlando. And if anybody is from Florida, that's normally not a good combo. So we'll probably be sitting in traffic for an hour and a half. So we might not make it by 8:05 and get signed in and everything. But Frank Kendall, Secretary of the Air Force, will be talking. He'll be speaking for about 30 minutes. So it'd be awesome if we could go and see that. But if not, there's some great other great things going on. And also Charles Q. Brown will be speaking at 10:45. So again, if you want to go on here, check this out. I believe at least the way it worked 2 years ago is we were allowed to split up into small groups and of 3 or 4, and we were kind of allowed to roam freely and check everything out. We just had a meeting time. We had to meet back up. We got served lunch as well, so you get free food. But again, I know my group, we went and sat down and listened to a couple of the lectures that a lot of people didn't listen to, and they were really, not lectures, but like panels. And they were really interesting. This was back before the Space Force had been introduced as a separate service. So it was awesome to go and listen to how the Space Force was evolving and how it was basically being born out of nothing. Not out of nothing, but you know what I mean. But it was awesome and interesting to hear. And I'm sure this year will be no different. I know there's going to be multiple panels on China and Russia and what's going on with that. So if you want to get some behind-the-scenes knowledge, show up to that. But yeah, if you haven't already signed up, I think the cutoff is already over, so too slow. But again, if you are signed up, check it out. Make sure you know what you want to look for when you get there. But there's going to be all kinds of cool stuff. So I won't beat a dead horse too much. Let's move on. Joint liaison. I know Cadet Junkert sent out an email today. And I found this one particularly interesting. If we have any golf fans listening, if you're from Florida, you know that the Valspar Championship is coming up, and it is held at the Innisbrook Golf Resort. Very nice course, private course. I think it's private. I'm not sure. I've never played there, obviously. It's a very high-class course. But the Valspar Championship is always a good championship. I've never been to a professional event. Love to go, but there's an awesome opportunity here. Multiple opportunities. She sent out 3 emails total, but this one's just one I want to point out. 17 to 20 March. It is in Blues. So hopefully it won't be too hot. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But yeah, this is just some great opportunities that we get to do with the Joint Liaison program, and we get to work with our sister services, and it's just a good time overall. So make sure you go and sign up if you can. There's 3 opportunities, and you get to go to a pro golf event, which that might be why I signed up, because I love golf, and even though I'm not that good, like a 17 handicap though. So if we have any golfers. I shot what did I shoot the other day? We played over at, oh my God, I'm blanking. Bloomingdale Golf Course. It's like 35 minutes from here, which is not good. I think I started good, but we was playing really slow. There were a lot of people on the course. I think I shot a 90, 88, or 90, somewhere around that, between an 88 and a 92. So mediocre at best. No Tiger Woods, but I'm getting to that point. Might go pro next couple years. Kidding. But yeah, check it out. That's an awesome opportunity for everybody. Get involved. Get out there. Now, Dodgeball Career Day. That's tomorrow. It's going to be fun. And I have something here that I wanted to pull up. For all I know Career Day is very important. That's not it right here. For all of our 300s this year, in the next couple of weeks, we will be submitting our Form 53s. I know it's been a lot of controversy trying to get signed up and some technical issues, but that is the final hurdle to what we're doing here, and that's what we've been here for 2.5 years. Getting ready for this was submitting this Form 53. Like, this is going to decide our jobs in the Air Force, our careers. Now, obviously, down the line, some of us might change AFSCs. But for some, that's it. I know in class yesterday, Major De Jesus mentioned that, critically manned career fields such as intelligence, for instance, like Major De Jesus was in, it's critically manned. So when you get picked for that, you're probably not getting out of it. So if that's something you really want to do, keep in mind that those career fields when you get picked, you will probably not have an opportunity to change out into another AFSC. And for all of you that don't know, that stands for Air Force Specialty Code. And again, this is a document that we were sent. And I wanted to point out just how many different AFSCs there are. I mean, here's a bunch of different AFSCs just sitting here, and that's just for operational warfare instructors, some random AFSC, right? And there's so many different AFSCs to go around, anywhere from aviation to logistics to research, chemistry, biology, engineering, you name it, there's a job for you in the Air Force. So it's going to be an amazing opportunity for everyone tomorrow to listen to these officers and to see what they have to say. And especially for the 300s that we're deciding what positions we want in the Air Force, what jobs, it's going to be very important for us. So, we're all looking forward to it. I know we spoke about it last week at the POC meeting, and there's going to be a ton of officers in it. For a little prefix, we're doing hybrid in-person and online officers this year. I know in past years we did all in person and then we did all online for COVID. And now there's some people that are stationed out in the on the West Coast and some other places, right? I don't think we have anybody from Europe or anything. I think it might be in the middle of the night for them. But we have folks from all over the United States, and they're gracious enough to give us their time and their energy to come out to USF or to tune in online. And talk to us for a couple hours, which is awesome, and we're very grateful for them. But again, check it out, get involved with that. Make sure you have your questions ready. Don't ask for the GMC. Don't ask any. Obviously, there's no dumb questions, but there are dumb questions. Don't ask them what time does lead lab start next week. Don't ask them most of them don't ask them about field training because they probably don't remember field training, or they didn't have to go to field training, or yada, yada, yada. You see what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Have some situational awareness, who you're talking to. I know we've had some of that come up in the past, and it's pretty embarrassing. And not only that, it's just kind of not rude, but just they don't have anything to say to it. They can't answer. It's not useful to everyone else. So ask about their AFSC. Ask about their when they're being deployed. What does a deployment look like? Things like that. Things that they can actually answer. Things that are relevant. Keep it focused. Stuff like that. Dodgeball. Everyone's losing. POC are going to win. There's no question about that. Come back to this podcast, and I will cash app 30 cents to everybody if we lose that watches the podcast. If you text me and tell me you watch the podcast and we lose, I'll cash up you 30 cents. Just kidding. Not going to do that. But I am confident. It's like Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, he used to bet thousands of dollars on himself playing golf because he knew how good he was, and he would win. I think a lot of that was people were nervous that they were playing with Michael Jordan and playing for 15 to 30 grand a hole, but 50-50. Anyway, we're playing dodgeball tomorrow. It's going to be fun. It's going to be high speed. Looking forward to it. There's a lot of athletic GMC, though, so it's going to be tough. But I think POC got it in the bag. You guys won the other day doing the flight competition. In my defense, I went up to do the Warrior Challenge the first time. There was a little miscommunication, so I couldn't do the Warrior Challenge the first time. I did get beat at the end, though. Fair and square. But it's okay. I am a sore loser. It's all good. Last thing we're going to cover today is Commander's Takeover. I don't have it pulled up, unfortunately, but I can pull up my Instagram. Go to the DET158 Instagram to see what I'm talking about. Colonel Montgomery took over the Instagram this past weekend. He gave us some gems, I must say. Sir, thank you very much. One of the pictures was of the ceiling at one point, but I think he edited that out. And as the public affairs officer, I do not take responsibility for that. That was all Colonel Montgomery. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a great time. He did really good this weekend. Gave us an insight into his job here at the detachment, what he does on a day-to-day, right? And he did an Instagram live video, answered a couple questions. So make sure you go to the DET Instagram, like those pictures, give him some love for what he did for us this weekend, and go check out that video. There's some gems in there, some leadership, some life gems, and he does deadlifts. He literally deadlifts on camera on the Instagram. So if you want to see Colonel Montgomery deadlifting way more than any of you, go check it out. Because I don't deadlift. I don't lift weights. To the 5 people that are surprised, no, I don't lift weights. I do for like a week, and then I realize that I don't want to go to the gym anymore. But anyway, it was a great time. We're gonna get Colonel Montgomery on the podcast. I know we will. I have to come up with some good questions, and we're gonna get questions from you guys, but we're just planning it out. But anyway, that'll wrap it up for today. Short and sweet. We talked about a couple good things today. Again, apologies for no special guest. If you're annoyed with me already, too bad. So sad. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. As for every week, please check out all the socials: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We got some content coming out. Again, the Commanders Takeover content was over the weekend. Check that out. Drop some likes on it. And stay tuned for what we got coming up every week. New podcast on Wednesdays right here on the YouTube channel. Going to try and get it over to Spotify, so keep a lookout for that. See everyone bright and early tomorrow. See ya.